It's one of the most magical letters in the world of performance automobiles. It's the letter M, and when combined with the number 3, causes uncontrollable envy, hatred, and despair for those who will never experience the view from the cockpit. Thanks to BMW's enlistment in the horsepower war, the latest iteration of the M3 has a big, nasty V8 shoehorned under its hood, which produces a monstrous 414 horses. It's been pitted against all the usual suspects, the C63 AMG, the ISF, and the RS4. Even a couple of meatballs in the Netherlands dragged it against a Veyron. But we decided a little sibling rivalry was in order. Meet the M3's younger brother, a 335i modified by Dinan. They fine-tuned this 3-liter straight 6 to pump out 406 horsepower. Will the Dinan-tuned 335i steal his big brother's lunch money?
It's time to find out. Welcome to the shootout, Sibling Rivalry.
Let's see how the Stage 3 Dinan 335i stacks up against the M3. The Dinan has the edge on price, even more so with the dealer markup, but falls short on peak horsepower. However, has more torque thanks to the upgraded ECU. Both cars share the same training but are geared differently. Finally, the Dinan has a slight weight advantage due to its smaller displacement motor.
To start things off, we're going to test the handling of these two Bavarian beasts. This is the slalom. The advantages to the M3 would be precision, consistency, quick darting back and forth. We're able to be a little bit more of an aggressive driver, where on the Dinan prepared 335i you've got to be a little bit more subtle across the middle in terms of slalom. The transitions from side to side are a little bit lazy, so what happens is the more you push it, the slower you go. Where in the M3, the more you push it, you might be able to get a tenth or two out of it in terms of lap time. We have 4 mile-an-hour difference between the stock M3 and the Dinan prepared 335i. So once again, equally fun. The BMW M3 stock might have a little bit of an edge over the Dinan prepared 335i. Second event, track challenge. We're here at Horse Beef Mile. We have stock, we have modified. Let's see how they do. 335i. Dinan has a pretty good upgrade package for these cars. Right off the bat, first impression is, wow, got a lot of good torque. Horse Beef Mile is great because there's really a lot of uphill segments here that really show off the torque. Also on the way down the hill, all the weight transfers on the front of the tires there, so you really have a sense of how the braking and stability works. Man, the brakes are nice here. Yeah, Stage 3 suspension works really well. Very controlled, very predictable. The shifting feels nice. I like the tone of the exhaust. This would be a great track car. The car is very manageable, very predictable, very consistent. Allows the driver just to have fun. Turn in, a little bit understeer, not bad. You start pushing it, there seems to be a little extra body roll. I'm moving around a little bit in the seat, but it's not all bad. I'm not too worried about it. The downhill sweeper, good stability, but I'd like to have a little more crisp turn in. We'll see how the M3 works.
The Dinan 335i clocks a best lap of 103.8. Quick enough to hold off the M?
Time for the M3. Very well balanced, very predictable, very crisp turn-in. You can be a little bit more consistent on these increasing radiuses. I can tell I'm not running off the front tires. I can tell that I'm not rolling over the front tires. I can tell that it's a little bit more balance between front and rear. A little more stable on the platform. Yeah, it's quite nice on the turn-in. Across the middle, on the power, very manageable. Throttle response is good. Yeah, this is a lot of fun here. I do like the 460 foot-pounds of torque in the 335 as opposed to this 295, but the horsepower rating's a little more on this. Another plus too is the seats. It holds you in quite nice. You can really lean up against the bolsters and it'll hold you in. Brakes are really nice. You don't need a lot of input. Picking up the speed here a little bit. This is our fast sweeper. Getting through here at about 110 or so. Very nice. That was pretty quick. That was really quick, actually. Very nice. I like it. Sold. There has to be a clear winner in a shootout. And the clear winner, or a close winner, I should say, is actually the stock M3. Only by 0.3 of a second here at Horse Thief Mile. So the M3 is 90 pounds heavier. Initially we thought that it might be a weight advantage, but it really isn't. You don't feel the weight added on to the M3. Still, the M3 was a lot more crisp on the turn-in. It was less steering input. It meant that you could carry more speed across the middle. The 335i was just a little bit vague. It took halfway through the turn before it took a set, and then usually it would push off. You would shove the nose, it would understeer. The true test to evaluate a sports car is really at the racetrack. What if you don't have a racetrack in your backyard? You race stoplight to stoplight. We're back here at Intercurrent Airport to pit these two against each other in the quarter mile. It's all about pure power. Let's see which one's got it.
The M3 wins with a time of 13.4, just 1/10 faster than the 335.
We just got done doing the 1320 or the quarter mile. How fun was it to be able to push these cars as hard as they can? The launch characteristics of both vehicles are quite interesting. You might have the M3 that actually launches quite quickly. Every little ounce of energy coming from the motor moves it forward. Where the Dinan prepared 335i actually tends to have an acceleration squat and doesn't actually move forward as quickly on the initial acceleration or on the shifts. But really, as it gets out about 50 yards or so, the turbos really take over and it really accelerates. If you look at the times, they're very, very close. If you were to run maybe a half mile, even a little longer, you might see the Dinan really outperform the M3.
Well, there you have it. The M3 barely holds off the Dinan 335i. So this begs the question, is factory tuned a better route to take? In this case, the answer is no. The Dinan 335i closely matched the M3's performance in all three challenges. With a few more subtle tweaks, the Dinan would have had his big brother shouting uncle. Given the M3's price tag coupled with greedy dealer markups, the badge just isn't worth the extra dough. M3, keep your lunch money. You're gonna need it for gas. For more information regarding the Sibling Rivalry, check out our blog.